In March, Douluo started by awakening two great divine machine martial gates and also became Qian Ren Xue's childhood sweetheart. Inside the offering hall, a crowd of Title Douluo gathered, and everyone's eyes were tightly locked on this small boy in front of them. Jing'e Douluo looked at the sensible, filial and thoughtful Ling Feng with full admiration and regret in his heart. His own grandson Jin Chen, though talented and good-natured, was overshadowed by Ling Feng in terms of temperament, character, outlook and insight. Jin Chen often liked to be mischievous and get into trouble, and his temperament was far from mature. Jing'e Douluo had more than once lamented silently that if Ling Feng were his own grandson, how much better it would be. It was really a loss for Qianjun and Jiangmo. Ling Feng, ignoring the surrounding admiration and envy, calmly and orderly took out exquisite Imperial Nation exclusive fairy products and started the designated investment mode. Each immortal herb had been carefully selected by him to perfectly match the corresponding person's martial soul traits, ensuring maximum efficiency. The first herb brought out was the golden-colored 10,000-year ginseng king, known to cultivate vitality and longevity, most suitable for the deeply rooted and highly respected Qian Douluo. Ling Feng spoke sincerely. This 10,000-year ginseng king is a gift for grandfather Qian. Your own cultivation is profound and rich in resources. This gift expresses a junior's heartfelt intentions. Nourishing the foundation, Qian Douluo looked at the thoughtful and polite boy before him with a long-lost gentle expression and slowly spoke. Good child, I have noted your intentions. Then Ling Feng carried two jade boxes and approached Douluo Qianjun and Dugu Jiangmo. Inside were stored the blood god of the sick emperor dragon, one yang one yin with the radiant red root meridians tightly connected. Grandpa Qianjun, Grandpa Jiangmo, these are specially prepared for you too. With your 5 souls as one, you're intense connected. This fairy product will help at any time, or if not used. After consumption, it will not only enhance your 5-soul fusion technique and late-stage soul mastery overall battle power significantly. The pure dragon blood contained within could also resolve years of cultivation bottlenecks, solidifying the foundation for further progress. Douluo Qianjun took the jade box with eyes full of shock and emotion. In my 100 years of life, this is the first fairy product of such quality I've ever seen. The normally taciturn Dugu Jiangmo rarely showed a smile and softly expressed thanks. The two exchanged a glance, silently deciding to give all their might to protect and support Ling Feng's stable growth from then on. Subsequently, Ling Feng continued distributing fairy products one by one, each perfectly suited. Douluo Qingluan received a wind chime jade with an entire clean and crisp form. The wind attribute of Douluo Qingluan gave him a new level of control over his martial soul, and allowed him to touch the critical breakthrough point of level 98. Once the power surged and broke through, with the Qingluan Divine Bird martial soul's extreme speed advantages, no one in the continent could surpass him in speed in the future. Douluo Bear Lion took the crimson fiery dragon fist, about the size of a fist and red as fire with a surging hot energy. Upon grasping it, the Purgatory Bear Lion martial soul immediately initiated normal protection mode. His whole body soul power stirred restlessly, and the martial soul foundation received a tremendous infusion of resources leading to a leap in overall combat power. Dugu Guangling obtained a high-quality bright moon grass, silver-white with crescent-shaped leaves, capable of continuously nourishing the spirit and enhancing eyesight. It perfectly matched the core needs of an archer-type martial soul, and remedied the long-standing weakness of insufficient spirit power in Guangling Douluo. Guangling Douluo, still a child, was overjoyed after receiving the treasure, chattering non-stop. Ling Feng, a bit annoyed, smiled and stopped responding, letting him rejoice. The most eye-catching fate in the whole hall belonged to... Trying hard to conceal his expectations, Ling Feng observed with great interest as he opened the jade box, revealing inside a golden-red fragrant sword with petals like spirit armor. Qianjun, Senior Yueguan, this is the Qian Tongshan formation. Training your fingers with this can forge an invincible body, perfectly matching your 5 souls. It is a tailor-made fairy product for you. The moment the words fell, all of Yueguan's disguises instantly shattered, his whole body uncontrollably trembling. His gaze stuck tightly on this herb, identical to the Qian Tongshan formation recorded at level 55. The record perfectly matched. This was the best opportunity he had pursued all his life. Others who consumed it merely improved their aptitude, but for Yueguan it was a lifelong wish fulfilled. With this herb's blessing he could directly break through to level 95, steadily reaching level 96 within 3 years. This life's goal of hitting the 98-level peak was entirely feasible. Had he met this herb in his youth, he would have had the full potential to become a Peerless Douluo. Yueguan's eyes reddened and he tightly held the jade box, emotionally and disjointedly making a solemn vow, "Good child, no matter what trouble arises, just." Those around saw this, and benevolently teased and joked whimsically about Yueguan's rapid change of expression. Yueguan completely ignored it, only focusing on protecting the fairy herb tightly without letting go for a moment. After finishing delivering souvenirs to the offering hall, Ling Feng walked to his parents and handed the two most important fairy products to Xiking. First, he approached his father, Qian Guoxiao, and opened the jade container holding the dark dragonfly grass. The herb was pitch black with a faint presence of a black dragon inside, containing overwhelming dark dragon-absorbing medicinal power. "Father, this is dark dragonfly grass suitable for your panlong staff. It is strong and discreet. It could further refine the quality of the martial soul and the basic foundation. Refining it tonight could break through to the Title Douluo realm at once." At that moment, Qian Guoxiao had reached the level 89 peak and had been stuck at the title threshold for a long time. At only 46 years old, once he broke through, he would break the record for the youngest Title Douluo in continent history and create a new legend. Qian Guoxiao silently patted his son's shoulder with great satisfaction. Then Ling Feng came to his mother Chuoba Yuer, took out the silver bell dragon snake orchid, silver-white in color, shaped like dragon scales and mainly nurturing defense and martial soul resistance, suited to her. "Mother, this is Yinglan dragon orchid, best suited for you, a white armor earth dragon with defensive abilities that can substantially enhance the foundation and overall defense of your martial soul, filling innate shortcomings, steadily raising soul power." Chuoba Yuer could no longer control her emotions and tightly embraced Ling Feng while choking on tears. The strong boy who in her memories sobbed in the stronghold had unknowingly grown into a reliable youth, protecting his parents and changing the family's fate. Ling Feng gently comforted his mother, quietly reminding her that elders were present. Only then did Chuoba Yuer release him, wiped her tears away and feigned anger. Qian Douluo quietly looked over the whole hall with eyes full of approval and warmth, then asked Ling Feng about his own cultivation status, worried that he had sent out all the greatest treasures without leaving enough resources for himself. Ling Feng calmly answered, "I have already consumed octagonal mysterious ice grass and fire exchange cordial in the treasure site before, refining my body to become an ice-fire double clarity constitution. Then I consumed Wang Chuan Qiushui Road, greatly enhancing my spirit root. My foundation is now solid enough, no need to worry." Qian Douluo, satisfied, nodded and confirmed that these three top-tier fairy products had laid an excellent foundation. He then solemnly advised the 7 offerers to remember Ling. All 7 offerers responded in unison, fully aware that each fairy product, if placed outside, would attract frenzied struggles among Title Douluo due to its priceless value. Ling Feng held his treasures without greed or hoarding, exchanging true heart for true heart. This level and magnanimity far surpassed most veteran powers. Jing'e Douluo held the sweet potato golden dragon pearl that initially could have been used to shock the realm, but after much consideration decided to leave it to his grandson Jin Cheng. Seeing this, Ling Feng proactively explained, "Golden evil grandpa, this pearl is the master bead. I have left it to Jin Cheng. Both come from the same root and source. Refining them together can produce bloodline synergies that mutually augment each other, benefiting you and Jin." Deeply moved, he felt grateful for Ling Feng's meticulous care and recognition. Ling Feng also voluntarily offered to assist the elders, standing by to help during their secluded refinements. Jing'e Douluo hurriedly advised him to focus on consolidating his own fairy products and not overwork, focusing on stabilizing the foundation. Qian Douluo slowly approached Ling Feng, gently patting his shoulder, saying only 3 words, "Good child." These 3 words embodied the highest level of recognition and praise within the martial soul hall. At dusk, Ling Feng left the offering hall, the sunset spreading over martial soul city streets. From afar, a group of children, Zai Yuyan and the gasping Dugu Yan, all specially waited for Ling Feng's return home for dinner, preparing a welcome and celebration. Eagerly they asked about the fairy herb opportunity. Ling Feng smiled and spoke in English. "Everyone has one." Dugu Yan tugged on Ling Feng's sleeve, conveying the Dugu nation's order for him to train more with Ling Feng to get stronger quickly. Ling Feng gently picked up Dugu Yan and promised to personally guide his cultivation and ensure his steady growth. The children chatted and laughed and accompanied him home, the future top new generation power of the continent all gathered around Ling Feng. Meanwhile, Qian Guoxiao and Chuoba Yuer remained in the offering hall, secluded to refine the fairy products. The 7 offerers and the entire city's spiritual path soldiers were personally stationed by Qian Douluo to protect everyone's smooth breakthroughs through bottlenecks. Ling Feng knew very clearly this collective seclusion would completely rewrite the continent's layout. He returned home to take out the remaining fairy products stored in his container. Qiluo Jade Golden Fragrance, Sweet Fragrance Qiluo Fairy Herb, Blood-Colored Swan Kiss Water Immortal Jade, Accumulative Mo Jade Divine Bamboo, and the extremely precious fragrant Silk Heartbreaking Red Fire Fan, properly stored. Also 2 more 10,000-year Blood Dragon Ginseng were ready to be sent to the Sacred Dragon Sect for his grandfather and eldest uncle Chuoba Yunhai. His grandfather had long been stuck at the level 89 limit and was old. Without a miraculous opportunity, he would have no hope of becoming a titled Douluo his whole life. Eldest uncle Chuoba Yunhai was already at the level 87 peak, only one step from stepping into the titled ranks. Both were stars in Ling Feng's bloodline, loyal and long-term guardians worthy of such opportunities, and it would also stabilize the Sacred Dragon Sect's power, becoming part of Ling Feng's backing strength. As long as they broke through smoothly within 10 years, the Sacred Dragon Sect would add 2 more titled Douluo. This would further consolidate the strength of Ling Feng's bloodline. Ling Feng found eldest uncle Chuoba Yunhai and solemnly handed over the 2 10,000-year Blood Dragon Ginseng. Chuoba Yunhai initially refused repeatedly, as a proud scion of the dragon bloodline family, unwilling to accept such precious items without cause. Ling Feng patiently persuaded him. "We are one family, there is no need to be so distant. These years you have been close guarding and working hard, I understand. Grandfather has been stuck at level 89 for many years. His lifelong wish is to break through to the titled. As a junior, I should help achieve that. Your breakthrough is the best repayment for me and will better protect the Sacred Dragon Sect." Saying this sincerely, he finally accepted the 10,000-year Blood Dragon Ginseng, deciding to focus on cultivating and breaking through the barrier, and fully protect the external clan. In the late-night offering hall, strange phenomena occurred. Countless souls broke through in succession, and soul power surges continued unabated. Chuoba Yue was the first to finish refining exiting seclusion, and her soul power rose from level 75 to 79, just a step from Soul Douluo rank. The originally ordinary white armor Earth Dragon's 5 souls completed a transformation, with the outer spiritual armor turning brilliant silver white, overall defense toughness and foundation fully upgraded, innate weaknesses completely repaired, and a smooth cultivation path ahead. Then Douluo Lily Moonlight successfully exited seclusion, relying on a perfectly foundation completely reshaped, paving a smooth cultivation path ahead. Then Qian Guoxiao successfully broke through to level 90 titled Douluo. His cold dragon staff martial soul purified the black dragon shadow around it with a dominant aura. The 46-year-old newly titled Douluo created a new continent record, stunning the entire martial soul hall. Douluo Qianjun and Dugu Jiangmo, relying on sick Emperor Dragon Blood God, also broke through to the level 97 peak. Their fused martial soul techniques were explosively powerful, and their combined combat power was enough to contend with Peerless Douluo. Douluo Qingluan, Douluo Xiongshi, Guangling Douluo almost simultaneously broke through to level 98, unleashing 3 surging auras that swept through Martial Soul City. All soul masters in the city could feel this terrifying power and were filled with awe. The greatest confrontation point was the assault on level 99 Peerless Douluo, Golden Evil Douluo. Golden Evil Douluo had been stuck at level 98 for 50 years. At this moment, aided by the Sweet Potato Golden Dragon Pearl's recovery drugs, he pushed to his limit. Behind him, the Golden Evil King Martial Soul violently changed, gradually growing dragon horns, sprouting scales, and transforming claws turning into sharp dragon claws, regressing to Golden Dragon Evil Martial Soul. Qian Dao Liu saw through the situation and pointed out Golden Evil was facing a dilemma: either fully complete Martial Soul evolution, or abandon the ultimate Martial Soul, forcibly rush to the Peerless Douluo realm to challenge the top of Soul Masters. The aged Jing'e Douluo ultimately chose to advance and become a Peerless Douluo. Limitless, mighty soul power surged, breaking through, and a terrifying aura swept the entire Martial Soul field. Those below level 80 were paralyzed, unable to move, completely trapped. Nearby, Dugu Bo, finishing seclusion, also underwent a massive change. Poison was completely cleared, his appearance restored youthfulness, hair color back to black, and soul power jumped from level 91 to 93, completely freeing him from the chronic poison body affliction. Golden Evil Douluo successfully broke through to level 99 Peerless Douluo, becoming the second Peerless Douluo. He opened his eyes, aura overwhelmingly powerful, sensing his new strength. "Long live," he muttered, reflecting on his life's toil finally reaching the top of Soul Masters. The 5 Soul Hall now held 2 Peerless Douluo, instantly becoming the continent's strongest force. After his breakthrough, Golden Evil Douluo looked at star-rank Title Douluo Qian Guoxiao and vowed to personally lead a team to hunt down suitable 10,000-year sub-dragon soul beasts for Qian Guoxiao to reach the 9th soul ring, while simultaneously collecting dragon essence from these beasts' unique gel. Avoiding the young generation's insufficient cultivation power risking adverse drug reactions, Qian Douluo and the offers immediately agreed to form a safe area. Qian Douluo personally activated the Angel Holy Light to protect Golden Evil Douluo and the other strong figures, always ready. Ling Feng took out the Master Pearl Sweet Potato Golden Dragon and handed it to Jin Chen. Then he gave the Crimson Flame Dual Attribute Fairy Herb to Qian Ren Xue. Jin Chen did not hesitate, swallowing the Sweet Potato Golden Dragon immediately, then sat cross-legged to start refining the drug power. The Yellow Leopard medicinal power swept his body. Intense dragon fluctuations surged. In the offering hall, Golden Evil Martial Soul began violent change. Golden dragon horns spiraled out from his forehead, thick and short. His claws changed into razor-sharp dragon claws, the normal evil spirit. Unique Golden Dragon Crocodile combined Dragon Divine Awe and Crocodile Ferocity, reaching top-level Super Martial Soul status. After refining finished, his spirit power level rose from 18 to 20. At only 6.5 years old, his spirit perception and physical strength comprehensively rebounded, guaranteeing a future minimum peak as a Peerless Douluo. Jing'e Douluo looked at his grandson completing the martial soul evolution he could not accomplish, full of satisfaction and without regrets. Meanwhile, Qian Ren Xue encountered a huge crisis refining the Crimson Flame Bright Grass. The 6-day time was the energy needed for divine-level martial soul evolution, which was extremely enormous. One herb alone was not enough to support complete regressive phase martial soul evolution. Qian Douluo immediately stepped in, focusing all his Peerless Douluo angel soul power to support. Jing'e Douluo followed closely, also pouring soul power. The two Peerless Douluo joined forces to fill the energy gap, supporting the Angel 5 souls to complete the ultimate regressive phase. Originally, the 6-day Angel 5 souls had 3 pairs of wings evolving in turn into Sacred Fire Wings, Protective Wings, and Judgment Wings. They then sprouted 2 new pairs of fully transparent Holy Light Wings. On the 81st Saint Angel 5 souls there were 8 wings fluttering slowly, spreading holy pressure that filled the entire offering hall. Even a crowd of Title Douluo could sense strong oppression. Qian Ren Xue opened his eyes.